Morning, everybody. Joseph Hennessy. Name of the channel is The Children. Trying to find star seeds, light workers, empaths, wanderers, warriors of the light, light workers. I'm at the San Mateo Bridge, and everywhere I go on the water, I can't get away from the airplane, so they will be flying overhead. Little useless trivia for you. The San Mateo Bridge at one time was the longest bridge in the world until 1955, I believe. So there's a little bit of useless trivia for you. So today I want to talk a little bit about spirituality versus religion for me. Religion. Change the I to E. Religion means realign, lead away from. It says in the Bible that you don't need a building or a man to have a relationship with your higher power. We live in a male-dominated world. Patriarchy. There's no balance between the masculine and the feminine. And that's an energy thing. It has nothing to do with male or female or your body parts. It's about your inner makeup. How you see the world, how you deal with life, various situations. So religion has no women in the hierarchy. It's a male dominated. She's the only one who can give birth, so why is she not as important as the man? Without man, there's no woman. Without woman, there's no man. So the problem is we have a tendency to be centered one way or the other. Heavily masculine, heavily feminine, depending on how you're made up. And like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with being a male or a female. It's about energy. And there's a lack of balance between the masculine and the feminine. You could be a male and still lean toward being a divine feminine, which means you're just more empathic, more caring, more intuitive, more sensitive, more understanding, compassionate. Do things more by feeling. You believe in things that you can't see. And on the other hand, a masculine will be more logical, practical, more grounded. Need to see tangible things. Things need to be physical. And like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with being a man or a woman. It's just how you're made up. And when I've come to realize there's no balance between the masculine and the feminine, because I resonate as a feminine, the divine feminine, and it has nothing to do with my sexuality, just that I'm very empathic, caring, and understanding. And I hid behind a mask of a tough guy because I didn't want you to know how I really was. This is not an easy thing to get up here and make a video about your inner being and how you're really supposed to be as a person. I hid behind a facade of a tough guy. Nothing feminine about me. And I was overly masculine, right? Especially towards males, I was way too masculine, where I was very dominant. I wanted to impose my will, my physicality, all the things that overly aggressive males do. But when it came to women, I was very feminine, which means I was a pushover, very insecure, fear-based, afraid of women. And that's just being honest. So what I had to learn to do was balance my masculine and my feminine. Bring the polar opposites together to the equator, as they say. They say polar opposites attract, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because if you believe in the globe, that we live on a spinning ball, well, wouldn't you rather have somebody who's running on an equator with you you're on the same wavelength. And if you do get off the equator a little bit, you can pull yourself back in instead of trying to having polar opposites who are attracted to each other trying to get to the equator. That's a lot of work. So there needs to be a balance between the masculine and feminine. And there needs to be a balance between the masculine and feminine when you are with your other half, your partner. So if I typically resonate as a divine feminine, my other half is going to be a divine masculine. And she's a woman, and she knows who she is. And if you know anything about twin flames, they talk a lot about divine masculine and a divine feminine. Supposedly there's a show on Netflix that explains about the twin flame concept of divine masculine and divine feminine. I haven't watched it because I'm kind of experienced that journey myself, so I don't need to watch a Netflix program to justify what I'm going through myself. So, like I said, there's not enough balance on this planet because it's a male-dominated planet, and Mother Gaia is a feminine, and look what we've done to her, that male destructive force. So we need to be a lot more sensitive towards Mother Gaia's needs, Mother Gaia's children. We need to be more balanced between our masculine and our feminine polarity. And I know it sounds kind of strange, but this is all about spirituality. There's no mention of the word religion in the original Bible. It's an English word made to cast spells on ourselves. Spirituality. You tell somebody that you're spiritual, or you like to look at the stars, or the ley lines of the earth, or the grid lines, and all the pyramids, and how everything lines up with all the constellations. It's incredible. How come religion doesn't share any of that with us? Like I said, there needs to be more balance on the planet between the masculine and the feminine. So I don't want to spend too much more time talking about this today, so I'll spend some more time later on. Just let it sink in. Joe Hennessy is a divine feminine, and it has nothing to do with my masculinity because I'm all man, not gay, heterosexual. This means on the inside that I'm a big ball of mush. My whole life I've been overly sensitive, and I hid behind a mask of a tough guy because I didn't want you to know who I was on the inside. There's nothing wrong with reaching out, showing your emotions, asking for help, being vulnerable. It doesn't make you weak. In my eyes, it makes me strong. For me to be able to sit in front of a camera and tell you this, it takes a lot of intestinal fortitude. But it's what I'm meant to do. So, go divine feminines, because we are the compassionate ones on this planet. But nothing happens without the masculines. No man, no woman, no woman, no man. We are just as important as each other. There should be equal give and take, equal balance. We are all made in God's creation. I don't believe God's either a man or a woman. God is energy, light, frequency. God is everything. We are God. We are made in His image. Well, of course we are. He made us. We are unique. We need to fix this planet. Start being a lot more feminine oriented. A lot more compassionate towards our fellow human beings. Everybody, have a great day.